it's Kimberly with the Fat Quarter Shop, and I want to show you our brand new pattern called Summertide. It's by It's So Emma, super cute, and it uses the Sunnyside Up collection by Corey Yoder. And the most exciting thing is we have this brand new Perfect 10 ruler by Creative Grids that I designed that I'm going to show you how to make this pattern. We're going to show you how to make one block to kind of get you started on the quilt. The pattern comes in toddler, lap, twin, and queen, and you can get the pattern or a PDF at Fat Quarter Shop or your favorite quilt shop. So let's get started. So our first step in making our block is looking through your beautiful Moda layer cake. I'm gonna try to find one of these really cute pinks to start with because, you know, pink is my favorite color. So here's my layer cake. And on the Perfect 10 ruler, I'm going to kind of put it on top to show you. What's great about this ruler is there's not a ton of markings. So sometimes when you get a ruler, it's got all the 1/8 of an inch markings, which sometimes can complicate things for beginners. So this is great for beginners. It's got nice, really dark lines for your inches and then dotted lines for your half inches so you can't get confused easily. So the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to cut 2 strips that are 4 inches, that are 2 inches wide, but I'm going to go ahead and cut at the 4 inches. So I'm going to cut at that 4-inch line, and then I'm going to go backwards and cut at the 2-inch line. And this is just personal preference. I usually cut my larger size first and then subcut smaller. A lot of my viewers have said y'all don't really prefer that, and that's totally fine. You should definitely do whatever works for you. So these are your first 2 pieces. And I'm going to take my alpha bitties and label them. Those are going to be your eyes. So I'll just kind of move those aside. Now we've got to cut 2 4-inch squares. So again, I'm going to line up that really nice thick line on the 4-inch line. Cut. And then you can either discard this or keep it in your scrap bin. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut a line just to trim up. You don't have to, I just prefer to. And then we've got to cut 2 4-inch squares. So again, I'm going to start at my 8-inch line. I'm going to make sure I'm lined up here and here, 2 spots, and on this line below. And then I'm just going to move the ruler one more time and cut another 4-inch square. And I'm going to go ahead and label these with fabric H. And then this is how you're going to cut each of your layer cake squares, and you can follow the pattern for all of your background cutting. So let's get started on the block. Our first step in making the block is making a strip set with your fabric I and fabric B rectangles. And you're going to need the full width. So when you pin this together to sew, you want to have them exactly even. And this is how your strip set is going to look. And we're going to subcut this into 5 2-inch little sections. So you need the full 10-inch. So what I like to do is check, and it's perfectly 10 inches to start. And I'm going to cut backwards like I like to do. So I'm going to start at the 8 inches. Make sure that this nice clean line is on there. And then I'm just going to go backwards. The reason I do this is because if you move your ruler from left to right, your fabric does not switch. But if you're going this way, your fabric will move. So it's just a little trick that I learned from Billy Lauder a long time ago on Simply Quilts. And it's just the way that I do things. So you need 5 of these for each strip set. But for each block, you actually need 10 of these. So go ahead and cut 2 strip sets. And then you're going to place these together. So you're going to put your 2 patches together, and you're going to see that your seams nest. You're going to place a pin. I like to pin in the middle and the end. And then you're going to be using, I like to use artful thread. For gray, I always use 2600, and you're just going to stitch with a 1/4-inch seam and press to one side. And this is how your 4 patch is going to look. And you're going to need 5 of these to make one block. Now we're going to take our fabric A and fabric H squares and turn them into half square triangles. So you're going to want to place those right sides together. Draw a line from corner to corner with your friction pen. We have these brand new friction pen markers, and I'm actually preferring them to the pencils because they make the line quicker. You don't have to press as much. So I've been using this a lot lately. I like to pin that in place 2 times. So you've got this line in the center, and what you're going to want to do is go to your sewing machine and stitch a 1/4 inch away from this center line on both sides, and it's going to look like this. You'll cut the center line and press according to your pattern, and this is how your half square triangle is going to look. And we have made this pattern super easy where we're going to trim it down. So you can see how beautiful this ruler works. It's got this beautiful diagonal line, and what I like to do is first just trim one side, flip it over, and you can see how easy it is to just pop that on. You can see the 3.5 inch line. Make sure everything is lined up. I'm lining up side, bottom, and diagonal, and trim. And I really like this, the trimming aspect, because you've got a perfect size at 3.5, and you need 4 half square triangles for each block. So we're ready to put together our Summertide block, and this one can be super complicated, and you want to pay attention to your placement. So using a design board is a great idea. I'm going to go ahead and just show you. You're going to be putting together 2 9 patches, a half square triangle, and 2 fabric D rectangles. And this is how it looks. You need 2 for each block, and you just want to be really careful that you've got everything going the right way. So for your center row, you're gonna, this time it's gonna be flip-flop, but you've got 1 9 patch, 2 half square triangles. It looks like this, and you need 1 for each block. Just pay close attention as you're going and go slow. Now we're gonna build our block. You're gonna put your first row, fabric C rectangle, second row, fabric C rectangle, and then this is how your bottom row is, but you're going to want to flip it, and this is how your bottom row looks. I'll go ahead and scoot that up so you can see it. And this is how beautiful your block looks. And you can see this grunge really makes the fabric pop out, and you can do a lot with this. You could use Bella, Kona, grunge, crossweave. You could use anything in this block and it would look great. So make sure to check out Fat Quarter Shop YouTube videos. Give us a thumbs up, watch our live streams, join Kimberly Stitch Squad on Facebook, and we will see you next time.